Hello friends, welcome back, and in this video we will see how you can set the KRAs and KPIs and how you can set up the periodic target. Okay, so let me start with the employee self-service login. So as we have seen in the last video, we have two browsers. One is this one is Safari. Safari is a employee login where a single employee is having its own account. It is a ground level employee, and this particular employee is not a reporting person. Okay, and I have one more browser that is in the Opera. So Opera browser is having the access of a reporting manager, and let me show you the profile so we have better idea. Okay, so again what we can do is we can see the list of employees. So let me quickly go to list of employees. So as you can see that this person is a reporting person, and there are two employees who are reporting to this person. Okay, so according to the process of scorecard, employee has to set up the KRAs and KPIs. What employee will have is, so employee will have the list of perspectives and list of themes. So basically themes and perspectives will be designed or defined by the administrator. So we have Firefox where we have the access of the administrator account. So under this we have a form called themes. So these are the basic themes I have defined. If suppose you would like to add new theme, you can just click on the add new item, and you can I have some dummy data. I don't know whether this description is exactly specifying the theme or not, but I am to just test the account, I am copy some text, and I'm considering this name as a theme name as of just for the testing purpose to see the demo. Okay, so I have added one more record here. Okay, and this is how we can add new themes, and perspectives are according to Balanced Scorecard theory. There are defined, four fixed perspectives are there. So there is no need to add new perspective. So there is no any form to define the perspective, but you can define the themes from the administrator level. Okay, now let me go back to the employee login where we can set up the KRAs first, and then we'll go for the KPI. So let me go to scorecard, then setup, then KRA list. So as you can see, as of now I don't have any KRA. What I am going to do is I am going to add perspective wise KRAs. So let me select the financial first, and as I have said, I am having some dummy data, sample data. So I am taking the example of financial objectives. So financial objectives will be the objective is my KRA and measures will be my KPI. So let me copy this. I am adding 4-5 records to see the account. Okay, I can also map the theme which we have already added with the KRA. Let me add one more KRA for finance. Let me take the simple one. Let me add one more. Okay, so let me go to display list. And as you can see, I have added three KRAs for the perspective finance. The same way I am going to add more KRAs for other perspectives. Now I am taking the customer as a perspective. You can also select the theme, which is optional, but according to the theory of balanced scorecard, we should map the theme with the KRA. Okay, I have to keep remember, because I am going to add KPIs, so I have to remember which KRAs I am selecting. Okay, that's okay. I mean, we'll manage it. Okay, now let me have the internal process as a next perspective. So internal process, and I am taking this item as a perspective in KRA, that is the objective. Let me add one more. Okay, now I am moving for the next perspective, that is learning and growth. Let me add two KRAs for that too, learning and growth. So as you can see, we have added a few KRA entries. Okay, now let me go and add KPI items, or you can say measures. So I am going to KPI list, and KPIs will be according to KRA. So what I have to do is I have to select the perspective, and I will get the list of KRAs according to the perspective. So I am having financial analysis for decision support as my KPI item. I am going to measures entry, and financial analysis for decision support is my KRA or objective, and I am going to add the KPI. You can make this item with a particular questionnaire. So this questionnaire will be displayed when we will go for the evaluation. So it is not mandatory that the KPI name, we have just to make it user friendly. What we have done is, when the reporting person will get the evaluation form, so at that time, instead of measure name or KPI name, it will show the question for review. So the question will be displayed there, so that in the form of questionnaire, the reporting manager will have list of KPIs which can be evaluated or rated. Okay, so I have added one question here. Actually, it is not a question, but I have just tried to make it that way. I hope you are understanding what I am trying to say, because okay, again I am going to enter KPI for the this perspective, the objective financial analysis. Or what we can do is we can just add a question mark there. Okay, now I have taken two measures from one objective, one KRA. Now I am moving for the next one, that is proactivity. So let us take the proactivity BS performance or something, and can make the question mark in the last. I think that's enough. There is no need to do anything. It's okay. Or if suppose we want to add a question mark, we can. Let me add one more KPI. And we have selected these two, so I am just taking one more KPI from financial perspective, and the objective is the P&L performance. Okay, so as you can see, we have added a few KPIs. Now what I will do is, let me add more KPIs for other perspectives, other KRAs. Let me take the customer as a perspective, and as you know, we have taken this KRA. I am taking the measure for that, CBK reporting. We also taken this as a reporting. Okay, now let's move for the next perspective, that is internal process. Let me have this external audit text, and I am taking this as a KPI for the internal process. Okay, now let us add a few KPIs for the last perspective, that is learning and growth. now we have added the KPIs for all the perspectives, right? Okay, now let us go and see with perspective of reporting manager. So I'm coming to the Opera browser, that is the access for the reporting manager. So as you can see that we cannot see the KRAs of that subordinate to, because the reporting person is also an employee and he will set his own KRAs. So through this setup, when the reporting person will set the KRAs and KPIs, so that will be the KRA and KPIs for that particular employee. Okay, so okay, now the next step we are going to see, and that is the setting the target. Okay, so before we'll go for the target setup, I would like to pause this video here and I will show you target setup in the next video. Thank you.